Mir Ahmed bin Quasem Arman, a practicing barrister at the Bangladesh Supreme Court, was reportedly abducted by state security forces on the night of August 9, 2016. He became one of the many victims of enforced disappearances during Sheikh Hasina's authoritarian regime. At the time, his father, a prominent businessman and social entrepreneur, had been convicted by the International Crimes Tribunal in Dhaka for crimes against humanity committed during the 1971 Liberation War. Arman had publicly criticized the tribunal's legal flaws and its political use by the Hasina government. His outspoken writings drew international attention and timely making him a target. After enduring 8 years of severe torture in a secret detention center known as Aynaghor, the Glass House, Arman was released on August 6, 2024, a day after Hasina's dictatorship fall in a bloody revolution. In this exclusive interview with Delta Voice, Arman shares his story and reflections. Thank you very much for your time. We know that you have had a very bitter experience during the Sheikh Hasina regime. And as a barrister of the country's Supreme Court, did you ever imagine that you would face such kind of bitter experiences in this country?
After my graduation, I had the opportunity to build a career in UK, but I decided to come back to give something back to the people, to the people of my country. I chose the legal fields to help them get their rights back. I prided myself as a human rights activist. At the same time, I was defending a number of key political figures did an standing trial in the International Crimes Tribunal. One of the things I was doing was to make sure what happens in the court gets out. After each court day, I will post my experience in the court, how it is violation of the law, how it is against the Constitution of Bangladesh, how it is violation of the international law.
You were detained by the persons who identified themselves as the part of law enforcers. But did they explain for you at that time why you were captured by them?
When they appeared at my doorstep dead at night, armed and in plain clothes, I demanded them to show me the warrant of arrest against me, or put the charges, what are the charges that they're trying to detain me. They said that those rules does not apply to them. When I tried to argue with them, they forcibly dragged me out of my home in front of my wife and my 2 daughters, who were toddlers at the time, and was forced into a car, blindfolded, handcuffed, and thrown into a dark room where I stayed for 8 long years. From inside the cell, I couldn't tell whether it is day or night outside. They won't tell me where I was detained. They won't tell me what day it was. They won't tell me what time it was. I had to guess time from the food when they serve. If it is bread and vegetable, it means it's breakfast, and which means day outside. The meal afterward, it means midday. The meal afterward, it means night. From meal, I had to guess what time of the day it is. And of all the months of the year, only they used to tell me when it was Ramadan. So whenever I used to hear Ramadan, I used to realize that I've ended up spending a year in the dark cell. And I ended up spending 8 Ramadan, 17 Eids, away from isolated from my family. It felt like I was buried alive. To me, it felt like worse than death. They used to blindfold me and handcuff me 24/7. In the midnight, they would handcuff me from the back, so I can't even sleep properly. I begged them for a watch so that at least I can perform 5 times prayers in time, but they won't give me.